Hey friends, it's me, Claire, and Hattie Bear. We're here um, bringing you a message today with a cup of coffee and just authenticity. I hope that every time you watch my videos, you realize I don't edit them. There's no point. I just want to be real and honest, and I don't have a script. I don't have an agenda, except just to share my heart and things that I'm thinking about and on my mind, and hopefully instilling some ideas and confidence and empowerment to you as you're on your journey, maybe as a blogger or just as a human being, just trying to better your life and who you are. So today I want to talk about identity, which is hugely my heartbeat. Identity and body image are my jam. Many of you know I work in the field of psychology and therapy, and I love nothing more than just to really brighten someone's perspective and to expand their thoughts about who they are, who they want to be, and who they're growing into. So here we go. So I want to talk a little bit about identity in terms of being a public figure or a blogger or having any type of influence. So for me, a huge piece is I'm bringing this really from a spot of honesty and transparency, is, I've grown my blog and been considered a blogger, I don't know, however many years. I think I mentioned I blogged when I was even in high school, but maybe more so the past 3 years, I've really developed my platform and really gone for it. And something that really has been stirring in my heart is just how easy it is to take pride in a negative way in the successes that you have. So pride is definitely a sense of accomplishment, knowing that you did something well, that you're doing a good job. I think pride is a good thing, but it also can be a bad thing. And so what I'm starting to see in myself and also other bloggers is just that awareness of how we really, as human beings, we categorize things. We find our identity in titles, in who we are, what we do. I mean, you think back to most conversations with people, they ask almost instantly, like, what do you do for a living? Or, do you have kids? Are you married? Are you this? Are you that? And like I said, I'm preaching to the choir right now, because I'm bringing this message because it's really been birthed through my own experience and my own, I guess, revelation, if you want to say. Like, realizing that so often I do introduce myself as part of my profession. Like, I'm Claire, I just finished my master's in clinical psychology. And so that was my identity, was a student. And here I am now. Hattie girl, come here. Up, up. Come and join us. Oh. And then here I am now, like, working as a therapist. And so it's so easy to find my identity in that and to say, oh, I'm a therapist, or I'm working towards my license, or whatever that looks like. Okay, she looks so happy. It's ridiculous. You're happy, aren't you? Can you settle? Settle down. So yeah, so here's the thing. So with blogging, I find it so easy to find identity in that as well. Like, it's not, maybe for some it's a job, for me it's not a job, it's a passion, it's a heartbeat, it's an outlet of creativity, but it's still an identity that I can hold on to. And so it sounds silly and maybe cheesy, but it's true. So like right now I have a public account, like a Instagram, a social media account, all that. And if you are on social media, you know that you have the option to put like what you are specifically as a business page. So not only are you creating your account and posting to your followers or your friends or whatnot, but now there's like an identity linked right under your name that's can't be taken away, and it is your identity. So for me, I turned mine into a business account maybe a year ago, maybe a little bit more, I don't remember. So I've had the name blogger under my name for a while, and like I said, there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. Are you okay, honey bun? But I'm starting to realize, like, I don't really want my identity to be what I do. Like, yes, I blog, but I'm not a blogger. And like, or maybe I am a blogger, but I don't want to hold on to that as my title. And I'm just starting to reach a season in life where I'm starting to question things and kind of dare to go against the mold. Like, just because something is normal doesn't mean I have to do it. And maybe that's like the rebel in me, but okay, you need to settle. Okay, I can tell you have an itch. Yeah, thank you. But I want to question things. I don't want to just do things just to do them. And look at her face. And yeah, like, I just don't want the blogger title next to my name anymore. And I just feel so strongly about it because, well, for a few different reasons. Set this down for a sec. So reason number one, like, I want more than anything for who I am to be my character, to be, you know, like how I treat people, how I love them, and not so wrapped up in how I make money or what my official title is. Like that does not mean anything to me. Like I think you could be a successful any profession, but if you don't love people, there's no point to me in doing that profession. Like who you are and how you treat people speaks so much more volumes to who you are than your job. Two, my second point is that, like I said, our brains and who we are as humans, we categorize things, and that makes us feel safe and more sure of what we're doing. And to be honest, like, I don't want to be in a category. Like, I've said this before, like, I don't see who I am or the way I blog, come here, hun, as normal, I guess. Like, I don't follow the same blogging model that a lot of bloggers follow. My heart is not to make money. My heart is not to be Insta famous or to be a public figure. Like that necessarily is not my heart. My heart is that I blog because I have a heartbeat and a passion for body image, for identity, for empowering women, for cultivating new ideas to strengthen who you are and just to be a bright light in this world. And so for me, I don't really want the title blogger next to me because I don't feel like I'm a normal blogger, one. But two, like even if I was, or even if what I do is blogging, I don't want that to be my identity. Sorry, this is like a zoo right now. This is my normal life with two cute little fur babies. Hey, come on, move. So that's a little bit of where I'm at. But I also, for the third point, like I've just come to realize, like, I think so many times with having a platform or having influence, I never want that to go to my head. Like I never want to be someone that sees myself as better than others or sees myself as even famous. Like I find and I've found that the key to success is often humility and is often humbleness and genuineness. Hadley, Winnie, come on, settle down. Yeah, it's often authenticity. And I've seen people that I love so dearly, but take on, because with a lot of social media stuff, you can change it, not to be a blogger, but to be a public figure or to be whatever else. And Hadley, come on, you need to leave her alone. Can you sit? Sit. Good girl. Yeah, I've seen it like change from public figure to any other type of title. And here's the thing, like, don't take yourself too seriously. Like, yeah, maybe you found success with an influence of people that are following or, you know, watching what you're doing, but don't let that be your identity. And like, I think this is where my heartbeat really is stemming from, is that I am happy to have this influence and this heartbeat, but I don't want to take myself too seriously. I don't want to become full of it. I don't want to see myself as more than I should. And I think to be humble is a huge calling and a gift. And it's also, like I said, I think the key to success. And I would never want anyone to look at my page and think that they know who I am based off of a title, when that title isn't really me. Like, Hattie, you guys are really disrupting. Come here, up, stay. Good girl. Sorry, story of my life right now with a dog or a puppy and a cat that sometimes get along and sometimes don't. Hadley, can you go down? Down. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. Good stay. Yeah, so my biggest heartbeat is just to be genuine. And I think there's no point in doing something in life if you lose who you are in the process. And so my urge with this video and just my thought process, which I know has been scattered because I have a dog and a cat, they're going crazy. Hadley, you're gonna go to your bed. Bed. Stay. Good stay. Sit. And stay. Good girl. Is just to be authentic, to be yourself. Don't get wrapped up in the identity of titles. Don't let that boost your serotonin levels and convince you that you're something better than you are. Like, be humble, be kind. Don't just accept a label because everyone else is. Don't just do something because everyone else is doing it. And that's just huge for me. I want nothing more in this life than to be authentic and to be genuine and real. And yes, I want to blog, and yes, I want to make a difference. And that doesn't define who I am. And I just really encourage you to just question the titles that you hold on to, whether you also are a public figure of some sort and have either a platform or influence. Use that influence for good and don't let it consume you. Don't let it change the way you view yourself or how you view others, or that you view yourself as better than them. Like, no, that is not what this is about. This is not what having influence is about. Influence is an honor and it's a sacred kind of responsibility. So use it well. And also question other things, like kind of like what I was saying. Like, it's so easy for me to say, oh, I was a student, or I'm currently doing this in my profession, and this is my title at my job, and this is that. Yes, those are good, and those don't define you. So, like I said, I'm preaching to the choir. This is just where I'm at in my own process. And my process is that I want to continue to stay authentic. I want to continue to grow. And I want to continue to question those things that I take into my identity, because those do not define me and they don't define you. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. All right, bye.